Okay, big picture idea, video, take 4, I think we're on now. Your mustard seed is an idea that was long in the making. After going through several iterations of ideas, I knew I wanted to help people with their business. I knew I wanted to do something different. So I went through the ways that I could help people with their ideas, and I went through different name ideas. Like I went through everything from programming to legal document writing to technical writing, and basically came down to consulting because I want to help fix the problems at the business. I went through various different names. I started the answer, the key, all the way down to the solution, and none of them felt right and seemed to fit. And so for a moment, I was stuck on what to do next and how to get this started. And then while I was sitting there thinking, Matthew chapter 13, verses 31 through 32 came to mind. And it said, he told them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, which a man took and planted in his field. And though it is the smallest of all seeds, yet when it grows, it is the largest plant and becomes like a tree so that the birds can come and perch in its branches. And it was at that moment I knew that I wanted to help people with growth as I had done at other companies before. But this time I wanted to do it for myself. I'd helped previous employers, previous companies I had to work with and deal with become efficient. I've had to help them deal with growth and other problems they looked at. And I started to look at not only the businesses I had been at before, but my own business and business from others I talked to as mustard seeds. They start off with one idea, one person, and then you work on them, and then you watch them grow to the point they're able to support everything in your life. Your friends, your family, your health, your bank account, your income, your goals, and your dreams. That is the idea behind your mustard seed. From the concept process of crafting and refining into something viable for me, I looked at the things I've seen done before, and I looked at the things that I want to do. I had refined processes, I had removed bad processes, I had implemented new processes, I had helped owners, CEOs, the people that run the companies I worked at, I helped them see the problems that were coming and prepare for them. And even if they didn't always want to listen to what I was saying, I would do what I could in my role to kind of mitigate the damage that was coming. So from there, I now had to look at this a different way. I had always worked from the safety net, so to speak, of another company, which means if something had gone wrong, if something was wrong, then outside of my station, I was not responsible for it. But I knew to have this work that there needed to be a different foundation than what I had worked from before. So first I had to look at it, the foundation stone, the cornerstone I wanted was faith. Because to me, faith is the antithesis of fear. You step out on faith not knowing what will happen, what good or bad may come, but you prepare yourself and you just walk forward anyway, and you deal with things as they come. And from there, I wanted to add 4 more things to the foundation: accountability, communication, understanding, and focus. I wanted people to be accountable, me specifically, those who work with me, and the client as well, for all the words spoken between all parties, for all plans written, for all actions taken or that weren't taken. I wanted communication to be a key factor in this. Accountable communication, but consistent and purposeful communication. I've seen firsthand how bad communication can destroy an organization, can undermine teamwork, and can cause problems that can take months or even years to fix because no one wants to communicate And when a communication is attempted without trying to build the communication bridge back up, how it can break down and cause other problems. And then I wanted understanding. As I have worked on this and refined this over the years, the thing that I found in the beginning is the entrepreneur doesn't always really align with the business you're trying to help them with. And so I understood that there needs to be more understanding of the entrepreneur, whether they think you're there to help them, whether they understand what they're doing wrong, whether they are defensive because they don't know what they're doing and they think that, you know, something bad is coming, or if they just don't know, and you have to work with them to get them beyond that point so that they can actually grow. And the final thing was focus. When looking at some of the people and some of the potential and former clients I dealt with, there was a distinct lack of focus on how they wanted things to go. There was no real urgency or understanding to what was going on with their business or why things were going on with their business. And, from there they wanted to kind of push things to the side. And as you know, as an entrepreneur or as a student or as a worker, you can't push things to the side before they cave in on you. You have to move forward. So I would like to work with people. I would like to help them until they are 100% satisfied with what we have done for them that we have all agreed upon, or until they decide they no longer need our help, but they're happy and they either aren't ready for it and they choose to leave of their own accord. The investment my company would need to truly grow and to take on the life I envision for it is enough to break ties from my job for at least a few months. As I am trying to put money to the side and prepare to do that, I do realize that more income would help me actually achieve the goal faster and with much greater focus than trying to split my time between work and between working on this business. I believe that this company is worth it. I am prepared and going to use all the money I've saved up, including my retirements, so I can bootstrap the business and work on it. And I believe that anyone that invests in the business, whether it is money or whether it is time, will see the worthwhile of it as well and get paid back twofold from what they put in, because I believe in giving people what they are worth and what they can contribute to you. If I was to win the $500, at this point I would use it for marketing purposes, because one of the things that I've had a little trouble with is marketing. And so I have been in networks and dealing with networks that don't always understand what is going on with their own business, let alone enough to connect with another business and allow you both to grow together. So for marketing, that would allow me to expand beyond those networks to the other places I would like the business to go, and get in touch with those people and then put something out there, even if it's just like a partnership with a business, and show them what we can do and allow us to grow together. And then that way we build up a better clientele base, a reliable clientele base, and a reputation of accountability and hard work and quality as we work and we partner with other companies. The ideal client that I would like at this time is an entrepreneur that is between the mid-20s to mid-50s. And the specific reason for this is, at time of testing and going over, before I actually did testing, going over previous people I had dealt with, once you hit above mid 50s, a lot of people say they're too tired to deal with efficiency, they're too tired to grow, to deal with the problems of growth, and they're stuck in their ways, so to speak. So those people don't see the value always in putting forth a little energy on their end to continue it going, to continue the growth of their company. On the other end, I found that people that are below 20 years of age consistently lack commitment. It's not even, they're focused on doing something, but they don't have any commitment to anything as far as entrepreneurship goes. Like I talked to one guy, one day he's talking about doing, cars. One day he's talking about doing something for people that have hand injuries. The next week he's talking about doing something for senior citizens. And I've seen that consistently enough that wouldn't be my client base. But I would also like to work with Christian and non-Christian based businesses because I think they would benefit from the high level of accountability and quality that we would bring to their organization. The business is set up to generate income by consulting and plan solutions or solution plans. So when we go in to consult with the business and help them find their weaknesses, that will be one source of income, and then the actual evaluation and the generation of the plan for the business owner to improve and grow would be another. And if they desire it, we would actually implement the plan for them. Going by that, we would do either hourly payments or we would do project payments. So the project payments would be as followed. Once the project is done, payment will be expected in full. If it's past a certain amount, a certain size, then it will be split into thirds, with the first third being due before work starts, the second being done in the projected middle of the project, and the third portion being done at the end. For the hourly payments will be billed on a invoice statement to the customer, and they will have 30 days to pay it. So those are the ways we are looking at implementing payments for the company to keep it up and running. And this has been John Davis for Your Mustard Seed.